There's a little known secret of forehand preparation and movement that no one's talking about, but in this lesson, I'm going to show you exactly how you can prepare with your racket and with your feet at the same time and make it feel so natural and easy. Let's get into that lesson right now. All right, so here's what we're going to focus on. We've got to work on our first move. This is something that is the cornerstone of the tennis evolution system. We've got to work on the first move with the racket and with the arms, but we also have to sync that up with the feet. You see, when a lot of players move, number one, they don't split step on time, but maybe what's even more important is they don't make the correct first move with their feet. I see a lot of players split and then they step this way, or they split and they go this way, or they split and they go back. Maybe they don't even split and then they go back. I see that a lot with passionate players. They want to get better. They get on the ball machine where they're rallying and the ball comes and I see this first move right away. They actually go back. They go back and then they hit. So what's happening is when you go back or when you step to the side like this, it's throwing the rhythm and the tempo off with your play, okay? With your forehand, with your other strokes as well. The other thing I notice is that when players play or when they move, when they take the first step, they might take their racket back right away and they might take a lot of little steps. So there's really no rhythm or tempo to the movement, and that's what this lesson is all about today. We're going to focus on rhythm and tempo, and this is so simple. It's amazing that it's not being taught to you enough, that you're not practicing this over and over again. And the cool thing is you can do it on a driveway. You can practice this move on a driveway. You can practice it inside your home, in your apartment. It doesn't matter. You can practice this move. It is so powerful. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get in the ready position. Now, I like the ready position where you're holding a forehand grip, a semi-western grip or an eastern grip. Now we're going to have the racket relaxed. I should say the arms relaxed and the racket tip slightly up and angled. I see some coaches teaching this move right here. I don't see the pros standing like this and turning like this. I don't see that, but I see a lot of club players doing it because they think that's the right way. No, we're all about giving you tips that are going to work, tips that are efficient, they're going to make you look like a pro. I love getting players to look more and more like the pros as they go to higher levels with their tennis. So had to go over that ready position focus there. So you see how my elbows are relaxed. They're not outstretched like this. Racket tip is angled. We've got to set the foundation. Notice my legs, my feet. My feet are in a wide base. So I've got my feet outside my shoulders. I'm not standing here like this. Then I see a lot of players, they don't even split. So you can practice your split. But here's where the magic starts to happen. You've got to get that set up right to be more successful on the court, to play better tennis. But here's where it all goes wrong, this first move. And so what we're going to correct today is when you make your first move, notice my hands here, when I split and I take one step, and we're going to talk about the step in a second. If I take one step, look at where the racket goes. Look at where the racket goes. If I were to step out, look at where the racket goes. Right when you see the balls come into your forehand, before it even crosses over the net, you want to make this move right here. You don't want to make the move like this. You don't want to make the move like this. No dinosaur arms with the offhand, okay? We want to get this off arm out like this. So important to get this first move right. Imagine dominoes, right? If you have the dominoes, if one domino hits the second one and they're all in line and they all fall together, that means the first domino got things started in the right direction. Okay, what if you barely just nip that second domino? It's probably not going to knock the next one down. So you can't take the racket back like this. You can't turn sideways like this. You can't have your off arm like this. The first move is crushing your forehand, okay? So when you make this move, notice the elbow. The elbow is away, okay? The elbow is away right here. It's not in, it's not tucked in. It's not like this, okay? So we're getting in this position. Notice the off arm, it's fairly straight. It's at about shoulder height. It's not down here. We're not doing this. I'm harping on this because we're not practicing this enough. We're not focusing on this move enough. So we get this move and watch again that step. So watch that step. Watch this step, this shuffle right here. So we want to try to coordinate the upper body movement, turning the shoulders, pulling the arm across, racket tip up. We want to coordinate this with the first move, wherever you have to go. So if you have to drop step, you can do that. If you have to step out and then step in, you do that. If you have to run around a forehand, watch my shuffle around the ball. If you're coming forward, you do a small step forward like this. If you're hitting an approach shot, you take a bigger step forward. That's all there is to it. I want you to practice getting set up correctly. Every time you hold a racket, get set up correctly with the racket. Arms relaxed. Wide base, okay? You can split and then step, right? Watch this again. Split, step. This is if I want to move up to the ball. I don't see a lot of players at the intermediate club players, even juniors, I don't see them moving up to the ball and attacking it. If they move up to the ball, I see maybe a lot of pitter-patters. Okay, no pitter-patters. No small little steps, rhythm steps. So you make the move, and you don't have to split in the beginning. You can just stand and move. Stand and move. And what do you think the next progression is gonna be? We're gonna add a little shuffle, okay? Sometimes I even add a little gallop. Watch this gallop. See how this foot came in front? Step here. Now imagine the power the energy that you can put into the ball if you start moving correctly, if your technique improves here. If you step forward, shuffle, and rip. Imagine the energy that you can generate. I'm gonna tell you right now, you can absolutely crush the ball if you get this move down, right? So, but it starts with the ready position, the wide base, the relaxed arms, the first move. That has to happen. I don't care where you move. Look where my racket is. You can separate the hands. You can be here. You don't have to hold on as long like Federer. Some players hold on a really long time like this, and they can make it work. You might be late on your forehand if you do that. You can separate as long as that arm goes across and the racket doesn't go back. You keep the racket up like this. So you make that first move with the racket tip up. So you're training yourself to move like this. See how I'm moving and I'm keeping my feet apart? I'm not crossing over. I'm not doing pitter-patters. Okay? I'm not plodding along. There's rhythm. There's bounce. Right? It's like a dance. Tennis is like a dance. So you're going to practice again for you to come forward and attack the ball instead of going back and then trying to go forward. All you're going to do is stand your ground, make that step, make that step. Over and over again. You can do a set of 5, a set of 10. You've seen that I've made some different movements here. I've shown stepping out, I've shown coming forward, I've shown shuffling around for an inside out, I've shown a drop step, because that sets you up to do what Federer likes to do sometimes when he moves back. So you have options, but the racket tip has to be up, the arm is across, and today we're focusing more on stepping forward. I can get into the other movement patterns in another video, but we want to focus on stepping forward like this. This is going to help you attack the ball. Same thing holds true on the backhand side. You can do the same thing on the backhand. Today I wanted to cover the forehand. Get your racket tip up, get your off arm across your body. Notice the semi-open stance, but you don't even have to think about stances. If you make this move and you just step like this, see my body open? I'm not turning my hips sideways. I see this all the time. We've got to break the myth of turning sideways. I'm committed to making tennis easier to learn. I'm committed to helping you look more like the pros. If you have any drive, ambition to actually look like a pro tennis player, you're in the right place. And I'm going to show you the way to do it. I'm going to show you the efficient way. And this is what I'm absolutely passionate and committed to helping you with. So let's review. You're gonna get, again, in this ready position. This racket tip is up. You're holding a forehand grip. Your index finger is spread. We didn't mention that before. All right, your hand is pretty relaxed. Now, offhand on the throat or on the grip, you're here. Now, wide base, feet outside the shoulders. You can split and make this move right here. Or don't split right now and just try to get this down. See this? Notice how I'm turning the upper body and I'm stepping forward, and this is preparing us. It's not just step like this. It's actually step, and then we add a shuffle. That's going to be the next progression. I just want to focus on the first move today because most of you are making this mistake. You're not moving correctly. You're stepping out like this. You're turning sideways like this. It's not going to work. So that's what I want for you. Ready position, wide base. First move with the upper body, first step forward to attack the ball. I had a blast making this lesson. Look at this driveway here. You can get better on a driveway before you get on the courts. This is what helped me break the top 100 in the world. This is what I want for you. I want you to go to the next level with my instruction, and we're offering a free membership, no credit cards required, no strings attached. You can sign up by clicking the link below or somewhere in this video. There's 21 lessons inside membership covering all aspects of training, and it's free. Okay, you can just come in, check all the lessons out, and leave if you don't like it. But I know you're going to love the instruction. It's also inside the Tennis Evolution app. So you can pick up that Tennis Evolution app. It's really, really important because you'll be able to watch on your phone and you'll be able to consume more content and improve faster. So I hope you enjoyed this video. The driveway made me a better player, and it's going to make you a better player as well. You can do this on the court too. So we'll see you at the next lesson. Thanks so much for your time today. Be well.